Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Imperator Invictus, Sogdia. Quiet phone. It was ringing as soon as I just started recording. Anyways, back with the series now. This is episode 13. I'm still going to be in that whole period of don't expand unless you absolutely need to kind of stance. That's what I'm adopting. And focus more on domestic issues. And I mean, the economy is great, and we need to have that high income so we could start building buildings that would increase the happiness of certain people of certain statuses. And plus, we're on the verge of turning Alexandria Eschate into a metropolis, which is what I have in mind because it's a very important center of trade. As it's a level 1, but I would love to turn it to level 2. But that's not the only metropolis that I would like to have built there. Samarkand, our capital, would be another one, even though that's going to be slightly hard to maintain. I mean, as good as the summer has. But the food that we're getting from it is still very, very good. I like that. Even though it's only 2 cities here that's, taking up the food. Samarkand and Nara, which there hasn't been too many of that as of late. And we still encourage people to come here, but I'm just checking, and it's like, do we have certain buildings that needs to be built? I mean, obviously this is your capital province, so it'll always be low no matter what. Research you get from Pops, as I'm looking at that. Limited to 5 in any given territory. So probably when we turn this to a metropolis, build more libraries. That's what we gotta do. There's a great demand for libraries. And also possibly some grain. Because if you want that surplus in capital, that's just, for everywhere. For the global monthly food modifier. Because you know how situations tend to be when things get a lot of food and all that. Well, meanwhile, actually, hey, go this way. Where's our ships? This way. I want you to go this way because we got a task for everybody involved. You gentlemen are going to start building roads. Not this levy of Scythia. Can they build roads, or is that on? Well, they could, but every road costs 50 gold, and this is the amount that we make. So there's limits to that. That's why we gotta let the army to do it. And since we are in no danger, Fort Maintenance down. So I think that'll pay for itself. Just get to Gaganj, which will also be the site of a future city as well, since we still have that port there and it's got a population capacity to support it. Yeah, sure. Always good to have more stability. And also I have this idea as we go down to the Indian subcontinent. I mean, I still vow to make Texila a great city of learning if we can get more citizens here. But obviously it's not going to happen anytime soon because of the harsh treatment we're giving them. But it's starting to come around now a bit. And we're going to find ways to improve that. Such as building courts of law. That's territory, provincial loyalty. This would help. But I think it would be better to build it on the small cities, which there is room for it. A little bit of that will help with the loyalty, then I will get rid of this policy, and things will get better from here. In fact, I may have to give them autonomy. local autonomy, which will make the populations of just about anybody that lives there much more happier. Probably not, because of the population output. I remember seeing that somewhere. So, okay. Give me a quarter law here. And another on Alexandria, Nicaea. Nicaea. How do you say that? Which, that place here, it's not only another Alexandria, but if I remember correctly, was this the place where he built that city that is named after his horse there, or is that in another Alexandria? Those Pauravas made quite an effort in improving this land. And then I couldn't help but notice that city of Sakala, which I don't know if that's the same city where the city of Sagala was formed there, which later became the capital of the Indo-Greek kingdom as it did historically. Which is partly the reason why I've been trying to get the Pauravas to our side, but obviously it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to stick with the Morians to the end. Although, since the Morians have, you know, significantly weakened themselves, it's like if I can't get the Pauravas in, I would love to take them by force, but of course, you know, they'll come in, and we'll be dealing with that mess. Along with, you know, gods know how many war elephants that they have left in there, even though they lost their metropolis of Patliputra. That belongs to the Shungas now. This is that one Mauryan ally, and the other one down there. So, okay, it's not that much. And there's another city besides Taxila. Okay, you can build multiples, okay. So what's this other city, Monk? Oh, yeah. We just want to increase the provincial loyalty and the citizen happiness there. Do the same for Taxila. Whenever, I mean, I really don't want to spend the political influence to create a local city building slot, so I can build a quarter law there as well. These two cities. Oh, it's the other city, Mong. That's the other Alexandria. So many damn Alexandrias we control now. And now, besides Taxila being of importance because it's a level 2 regional center of trade, down in Sibai, which is another area that we're, you know, giving them a hard time. But there's other places. I mean, I would love to build a quarter law there, but I've actually decided that because of the geographical position, as you can see here. Now picture this. I mean, it may look like a small city right now, but I can imagine that one day it'll be a great and grand city. If I was to have my own vanity project of some foreign city that I would love to have personal control over, it'll be that one. You see? Now imagine this, an enemy army, like the Shungas, would try to take Sibai, which they either come in by ship, which they could do that, but there's only one way in. Like say, you go from Alexandria Ndoy, then you gotta go cross there, go up there, then you cross there again, and then you're down here. And then our army comes in from this direction, and then we box them in, and we got them cut off, and then we defeat them out there. It's almost like, in my personal opinion, this is almost the perfect city position. And also, I found out at the very start of the game, the city of Sibai does not exist. It was a settlement, so I don't know when this city was built. I mean, there's no indication of, you know, any history to tell me, like, when was this built? And this is why it's desirable to me. It's adjacent to the major river, and it also has a warmer climate. I mean, obviously most of India is warm. Or in this case, modern-day Pakistan, as it's located. It's not just adjacent to one major river, but surrounded by many. Because you've got the Satadri, the Asakini, and then there's the Indus, and they meet together to become one river. I mean, yeah, there is a port of another Alexandria where it's much more populated there. And it's also next to another nearby river, a minor river. So it's like, god dang it, why there's so many, you know, good locations for these Alexandrias that Alexander left behind. Whereas this one is not an Alexandria. This was built at some point during this playthrough. And I really like the geographical location of it. Even though when you look at the trade goods, there's cloth there. There's wild game, which we ought to build that for the local monthly food modifier in order to get it up. We already have a army settlement belts, yes. 2 of them. I'm just looking. This spot's empty. I was looking at the crafts workshop and I'm like, population output, population capacity, local based trade routes, local citizen desired ratio, so that means if they were the people to come in, then in turn, and they'll move into one of these cities. But of course, it's going to cost you. Okay, you got me. I'll build this and then we'll build one more building and then we'll start building roads. So get a port here. This will up the population capacity slightly, but the migration traction will come up and the speed, all that. And until there's more pops that come in, so each city can have at least one building. One for every 10 pop in the city, where there is 10 population at the moment, so we gain 2. Yeah. And let me use a modern day analogy for this. So why do I like the geographical location of this? You know what this shape reminds me of? For such a thing like that? That land, with that size of a peninsula there, flanked by rivers, reminds me of New York City. Even though it doesn't lead to the sea, but this is just part of the whole river valley. When you go further down, there's this Alexandria down there. But it's got a sizable population. Nearby river, major river, coastal port. Oh crud. That's a much better geographical position than I could have thought of. But I'm only building a port there because in future we may have to establish a fighting navy, not just for transport, but triremes, a fleet of triremes that we could build there. Unless you can import cedar to there, which we do have plenty. There's plenty of cedar to go around where you can start importing and build that there. So stop spending money, because we're gonna build roads. We gotta put these men to work. Also, where did the elephants go? Oh yeah, I told him to go over there, right? Because I have this intention of start building the road from Alexandria Eschate to that one other Alexandria. Alexandria of the Caucasus. Correct. Get on board. Actually, hold on. Disembark. I just saw something. Why didn't I think of that? Province gain. Loyalty up. It's kind of stuck at the moment. How much does it spend? 15. Okay. This'll do. He's just paying a royal visit here. And then we're off to build the road. And also, I'm going to spend on innovations. That's another thing I forgot to do. Because I know what to do now. We're going to go this way. Loyalty of generals up. Ensuring that every general we recruit has the backing of a certain number of loyal and upstanding peers. Guarantees that will weed out any that are likely to misuse their office. Because I always have issues with loyalty. And now up war on the supply limit. An auxiliary group of enlisted men, the Supernumare, acted as reinforcements, orderlies, and performed non-other specific duties. So they can last long during expeditionary warfare. And military logistics and research arm of the Roman military oversaw various innovations in their dissemination throughout the standing army. So our army will be moving faster. And more importantly, and I really want these men to go to work, damn it, and get there fast. Quick march. Gone are the days of a ragtag band of soldiers wandering from place to place. By marching in a regiment in columns, we are sure to avoid wasted time. So this army not only moves faster, normally, but unlocks the forced march unit ability. So, once they arrive in Amo, get to stepping and get to work. I'm still not spending on the military tradition because we are also about to integrate Gandhara, and we will learn the Indian ways of war, which would, again, slowly take on that, you know, that so-called Indo-Sogdian character of a nation. But I highly doubt we would adopt Buddhism because it's impossible now due to its small population. So when you do forced march, although deeply unpopular amongst rank and file, forced marching is a quick and efficient way to cover a lot of ground very shortly. So the army morale will go down, but we're not at war, obviously. But this will get them moving fast. Get to there, quickly! To your post. Yeah, I know winter's rough around here during this time. Population output. Get the elephants in here. This would help it. Bark. We've gotten word from the First Army of the Legion of Sogdiana. It seems that they've done what some thought to be impossible. No sane commander would have taken such an army at such pace through such lands, or as that was conventional wisdom would have us think. Evidence, however, shows that it has worked despite the attached dangers, and the enemy was taken by surprise by the sudden appearance as the commander sent his last message aboard about, I will either find a way or make one. They surely done the impossible. Let me see that. Barca. So this legion has followed its commander on campaigns far beyond our homeland. It's not that far, really. It's just only into the Indus. Acquiring instinctive knowledge of the leadership style and goals in that campaign, to this day, it is known as Barca, or Thunderbolt, for its brave offenses. So whoever is the commander of whatever, then marshal up. That means you, yes. Ah, God. Now he's become incapable. Part of his personality. Finesse goes down. Costs more to build a great wonder if you will want to. It makes him a bit unpopular, as he's claiming a holding right now, which I would love to tell him to stop that. Or I can assist him with that scheme. But nevertheless, he's got work to do. Actually, we need to split up. Split the army up, because remember, it says 10 subunits, 10 cohorts. This is what you need to work on the railroad. Work on building the road. Why did I say that? That's a habit of mine when I was little. Damn, that really works. We ought to do that for those provinces down there. Oh, by the way, son, oh, you finally got your wife pregnant after God knows how many years of marriage. Our line will not, the line of Samtish will not end there. Good. Okay. Get together. Give up a course march, and then split up. These will do. How are ya? Okay. You're the one that's gonna start building a road. Each road costs 10. I thought it was 50. Maybe it's on certain terrains. Or is it just due to the fact that we've reduced the size to make it so? Oh, how about you? 50. Huh? What the difference? Let me see. Doesn't say anything. Oh, I just realized. Engineers. Okay. These guys will be the road builders. While you, on the other hand, stand guard somewhere. What would be more vital to have? Okay. Get together, then we'll I mean, the engineers got to stay with them, but the other army needs cavalry. You know, to pull security. And the heavy infantry is also vital. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. There. probably have to give them more. Because I'd like to give them all cavalry. That's what this button's for, dummy. The rest of them can stay. Deselect. Hey. As good as you are. Let me bribe you for a bit. Get together. Yeah, you got it now, so. Alright then. Artaxerxes, you lead. You're the one that's gonna, you know, do security to go wherever needed. So maybe we should go down and pay a visit. Wait, look. Yeah. Horse march now. I want you to go down towards there, or any other disloyal provinces, like Scythia Magna, for example. Because that place has got issues over there. So you want to go up there to... Actually, no. You stay there. Stop moving. Wait for the ships to come pick you up while the others work on the road. Remind me to expand the army. Get a second engineer, so that way we can have that one. I mean, you could do that right now. There's room for one. Room for one more engineer. Yeah, go ahead. And is having another set of engineers going to reduce the road cost even more? No. Okay. Yeah, I got it now. Got it figured out. Send one to merge with the other. By revoke your office, you mean switching in the chain of command? You are hard to please, huh? I mean, I understand you're a pretender and you got a lot of support, but... I really didn't want to do this, but... a lot of people want you to rule. But you're older, and he's slightly less useful. Slightly less useful. What the f are you talking about? Next ruler's legitimacy, that is the issue. Screw it. They'll have to start coming around. Primary air attraction may gain some supporters. Hopefully a little more legitimacy. I just don't want to see any more infighting, alright? Wherever the hell you are going, you better stop that stupid nonsense. And hopefully he'll lose his pretender support. Where are you going, by the way? All the way to there. Well, fine by me. We'll pick you up from there whenever you get over your... Get over yourself. Okay, he's got over it now. Now get back over here. And will you stop delaying and build that road? Okay. So it costs 10 gold. So we start from here. And then we're gonna go through there. To there, to there, to there. And figure out the quickest way to get a back truck. Guess that must be it. And then find the quickest way to connect to Alexandria the Caucasus, which is through there. Okay. That's the road we decided upon. Oh, you go with the other one. You go with Artaxerxes to Scythia Magna to calm them down, and then maybe we'll build another way towards Garganj, that future site of the city that we plan on building. Now, please wait for the arrival of the ships. I'm just wondering, would that also make him mad again if I revoke his office twice? Yes! God dog it! You just can't please everyone, can't you? I just find it slightly comical to me. There. We're working on it. Artaxerxes initiated a wide range of restructuring of the officers under his command. He asserts that this will allow for a more efficient command hierarchy. Curiously, Artaxerxes noted that the officers of strong Republican ideals are not receiving any promotions. Yet it's hard to deny the efficacy of this move. Way to go, my boy. We place our trust in Artaxerxes. And I hope you have a son. Wish you for a son. Forgot about that little civil war next to the neighbor. Gandhara is now integrated, so let's see who could be viewed as useful to us. Now keep in mind, they were, this one was the ruler, I believe. I didn't see your skills. High finesse, you make for a very good governor. Yeah, bring him in. He was the former ruler. And I will take the rest in. Get more grain. There's an unlimited number of these. Now, let's take a look at Gandhara, which we now control. Which, at least the road does lead to Taxila. Maybe perhaps one day we should build a road from Taxila all the way to Sibai. Was the governor of Himalaya, head of the family. No, excuse that, he was the researcher. Polymath. Excellent. Give it to him. They're going to be a grateful family for this. So, that means we've inherited the city of Purushapura. Purushapura, it's kind of a mouthful, which does have a fortress there nearby. While this one is a mountains, and this is hills. But this mountain pass here, actually this city can do without the fortress. This one is good enough because of its geographical location here. $154. It will be enough to study the Dravidian, or in this case Indian ways of war, which will cost us some political influence. We spend some of that stability, and all that military experience that we've gained will be used. The provinces will be loyal to us, of those that live there, which of course the Sogdians will not like this idea of foreigners should not fight for the nation. And the freemen currently in our country that belong to the Aryan culture, Gantari in particular, will have a little more happiness. And the output for this, so we shall train of our new brothers in arms and learn to see war through their eyes. See, we're not that far off at all. So build up some of that military experience, and then we will get the one that I wanted the most. This one, to get more innovations, because I know the next set of innovations I'm going to get. And it's go to religious advances. Because I'm thinking this way. A little bit of national slave happiness will do. Possible alternative is these two there, or go this way. It's more output. Actually, this one, I remember now, it's this one. When we get those 4 innovations, we gotta go for this one. More national citizen output, more citizens means more manpower and research. Slaves just to help with surplus and the taxes, and then this needed for the surplus so we can export more trade goods and among other things, and then more slave output. I know the country is full of slaves as far as this is concerned, but plus as far as my knowledge is concerned, based on base happiness, it's very hard to please slaves, but we'll soon make that change. Because we'll soon get rid of that harsh treatment and start. And start doing things that would please them a little. Especially with population promotion. Because as I said, I encourage that there should be more slaves here. You're not living up to the wisdom of Texuva here. So you're not living up to this, so we will aim to change that soon. Just thinking of alternative options. But in the meantime, since we did this big move, took Ganj again, and then go up to Scythia Magna, pay a royal visit. That's the sun. Bahuman. Well, yeah, sure. Or actually, no. A little more popularity helps. Every little bit helps. royal visitation does help, but we're still keeping the harsh treatment. Also, you may want to look at, oh, where is it? Greco-Indian. Must own a province where Greco-Indian is dominant, and which has room for our settlers. Because you know what I would love to do right now? If I had my way? And says has room? Unfortunately, this will not be the case. Yes, there's a lot of unrest here. We tried to build a port here, but obviously it failed because it depopulated. Well, we're gonna have no choice, but I want those people to come over to that. Sure, the province loyalty is gonna keep going down, but not if we pay a royal visits. Then these people will change their minds because I'm really invested in that city. In fact, I might consider installing a Sogdian Emporium there. Same for Textila. But please remember, it's 100, and you need to get up to 100 and above to turn us to a metropolis, and good things will come from there. Just want you to remember that. I'm surprised we don't even have a forum here. I mean, I know there's a lot of Macedonians here, but foreigners should not fight our nation till end of the game. Ugh. That's gonna remain so because of what we just did. Learning the Indian ways of war, but that's something that people will have to accept. And those areas where Macedonian culture is prevalent, we got a similar. Artaxerxes, the powerful general in command of a great number of loyal troops, has issued a demand to the court. Despite our efforts to move away from the reliance of the upper classes, Artaxerxes demands that we change our policies on the recruitment of soldiers so as to increase the power of influence in the nobility. We should think twice before refusing such a powerful man. Oh, he is my heir. You gotta give him what he wants. I mean, he's disloyal right now. In fact, he's a pretender. Oh, hell. Military service. Unintegrated cultures will not like it. Institutes of military service. Wait a minute. Is that a law? Yes, it is. God dog it. Give him all of the money. Your income's very good, so offer a counter proposal. Just give him the money and tell him to go away. Son, let me bribe you. That's bad for the corruption that I just gave him. I just want my son to be obedient. But here's what you're gonna do. You go up to City Magna, tell him that everything is fine, and then you go. Not primary heir, but instead it is he, the infant. Well, you be on standby while we continue to build roads. There's Samarkand. Are you the heir again? No. But you're coming to our side. Had to bribe you. Oh my goodness. Has everybody gone mad? Everybody's gone mad. They all say that the children, the sons of Mahat, should be leading. Potentially. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Well, come down here. We're gonna drop you off, and then we're gonna send you down to India. Okay, he's a pretender again. This isn't an elective monarchy. Stop with the stupid nonsense. I want you to go down there. Then we're gonna send you down to Taxila, and then build a road that will connect to there. Also would like to build a road that'll connect to the other cities. Can't just ignore those. Died from overwork. There goes another one of my rivals. Good riddance. You'll do, 'cause statesmanship reasons. Now that you arrived, get your ass down to Taxila. And I'm really happy at the fact that the manpower reserve is building up quickly. Fleet commander. You are not the king. This city that we neglected, ignored. Soviet Civil War ends. Nothing remarkable about this city, except it's a good place to build conscription camps. Precious metals, which would have upped more national citizen happiness throughout. But unfortunately, there is no potential routes for it. Anything else? Cloth is for oratory. It's discipline. For leather, that's for spearman defense. Hemp, that's for ship damage done. Fruits. I'd take that into consideration. If we ever get a surplus on fruits, then loyalty of characters goes up, and so we wouldn't have these issues. That would calm them down. Give them fruits. Thinking. Again, it's easy just to move a few slaves over here, then the population is 80, and then there you go. You can build that metropolis now. But don't do it right now. We need lots of gold. Don't overspend on anything that would be good for. Festival with Kucha. As we prepare another festival here in Samarkand, we've heard rumors of a similar festival over in Kucha, as our two nations get along with one another. This could be a chance for us to come together and celebrate the festival together, and get to know each other better. I told you not to overspend, but I'll just say, no, it's always been a festival of just our people. What did I tell you about that? Frickin' government spending. There, now they're on the road, so they're going to travel much faster. Winter's rough, so we ought to look at that. You got vegetables. Those previous owners never built a farming settlement there. They have neglected their own people. What is wrong? We take better care of our own people than the Ganharis. Deceitful man. Okay, now you can stop. Now you're gonna start building roads. Find a way, the quickest way to there, but it seems it's pretty obvious at this point. Me using modern analogies. It kind of feels like we're just using the US Army Corps of Engineers. Now here comes the innovations. The bureaucracy of war. Used to dealing with the needs of huge armies, battles and sieges were often planned in great detail. Advance parties would often be dispatched to prepare the land for habitation, and great care was taken to protect the ubiquitous baggage train which supplied the main force. When it's active, the levy size goes up again, which if you recall the last time at the very beginning, the levy size multiplier was 5. And when we're down Royal Guard, then this is actually going to go back to the way it was normally, just for doing that. That's going to be 40 innovations. And then the next time when we get our next military tradition, we will go finish this route by going for Sogdia and Rock, and then the Silk Road. 90 years since this playthrough began. So, okay. This is for the slaves needed for surplus, because it's for the silk from Alexandria Eschate. For the national citizen output, acknowledging the right for nobles to make their argument before the authorities will vastly increase their tendency to work within the system, not without. Those rights of men. Slave treatment varies wildly from state to state. We believe that the basic code of human rights will encourage our slaves to work harder. Slave latifundia. The establishment of vast plantations, mines, or other specialized land dedicated to production, populated largely by slaves or working class persons, vastly improves the efficiency to our resource gathering. Such latifundia were often distributed after conquest to entrepreneurial private citizens, commanders, and those willing to pay them. And finally, overseers. Avilicus in Rome often well-treated slaves, who was elevated over his brethren. This practice often resulted in easier communication with the slave population in any given enterprise. Taxation laws, migration speed. Costs less to build roads in the future. Global settlement building slots. Oh, this is all good stuff, actually. We cannot have this and rural planning. Oh, so it says do not have the invention urban planning. This one rural planning. Oh, I see. That's different. But now you should go for these next time. Because we always have issues with provincialism. So for now you're building roads, while we will try to make as much money as we can, as we're still on our way there. Right, try that again. Build a port here. Oh, one's outgoing. Oh, we ought to stop that. Move a pop in. Send them down there. Yeah, actually give them two. There. That'll do. So that way we can keep that population up a little bit while we build this port. So we can have that vastly up while we're encouraging people to come over here for the migration attraction. And we're building that road just to reinforce that fact. Catch was discovered helping us to a sizable colony go from the national treasury. This is clearly a serious crime. Something to be said for sweeping affairs like this under the carpet. Have his ass flogged. Stealing money from us. How dare he? You're almost there, so let me see. Since you got a road to there, so how about this? When you reach to there, I want you to build a road that'll connect to there and to down there, and then you meet here. He was the governor of Scythia. No, he wasn't. He was rival to the said governor of Scythia. Now you've got this scorned family. That means you have to give them this worthless job. Have fun with it. I cannot believe you have lost the contention. I cannot believe that you decided, says, you know what, the life of being a king, I don't think I can do it. I mean, I'm incapable. Let someone else do it. How about you let my son be the primary heir? I mean, that's what he's asking for. Bastards are not eligible to be heirs in cognatic primogeniture. Ah, yes. You are correct. You were a bastard for a very long time. And yet we've been grooming you to be the next ruler. Instead he says, no, 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 I'm a bastard. I mean, don't you remember that you're a product of bastardry because of what we did in the past? Oh, I'm definitely gonna be dead before this thing, by this thing, you call a baby a thing, before this child grows up to be king, all the way. But what we know so far is that this child is known to be humble. Downs the attraction of air, Freeman output, but don't get much tribute, which isn't that much big of a deal. Although I'm in poor health, but mind you, I'm, oh, excuse me, that's me. That's Artaxerxes. Me, I'm only ailing because I need to get myself treated. Stop fooling around. Spending my personal funds to get myself a sick treatment. Monthly popularity up, and family prestige. That is a good one. 0.20, but that is... oh, okay. This will be a difference maker for a while. Go for that. I'm a master of trade, and I'm gonna try to solve this little issue. There, now we finally built that port. There's a lot of room for these people to please come migrate here. This is going to be a great and grand city. And I know it. I can see it. In my mind's eye. Not importing any trade goods. Aha! So that's where you people went. Get down here! I knew there was something missing about this. Now we solved that little, there's a word for it. There. We got a port now, which the ships should come from that side. Now that population is no longer Greco-Indian majority. Now it's Gandhari. And I like the Gandhari. Of course, you're going to need a lot more than that. Future reference, build a court of law thing. No wonder why. Got so many damn slaves there. That requires a lifetime. I have see these requirements here. These are some very interesting buildings. The I was just replying to a person. But remember, the next big money that we're going to spend is finally that metropolis over in Alexandria Eschate. After you move a few populations over. And also, I think they're done up here. No. Connected now, so there you go. You did it. This is going to keep happening. Each time when it's winter there, it's going to kill the population. We gotta negate this. Send them some grain. Import them, obviously, from those entities. Always willing to trade with Shunga, so they don't attack us. Was going to spend the money, but there. You're done building roads now. Now, once you what's your lower to your okay. Once you go back up to Gaganj, and well, actually. Let's take up a small boat trip there. You don't need a force march, just take the road. But your road building duties is not finished yet here. What I need from you now is to find a way to... No. What I want is a road that can connect to there, and then you work your way down to there, and there's this ford on the river in which the road can actually where's the road? Or is it just really along the river? Who knows? Get rid of the inflammation. Belly up. He's still a pretender. I could anoint him right now, but that's gonna cost me some legitimacy. And I would like to have that legitimacy back. .37. Well, there's your problem. More Sogdian freemen have come into Samarkand because each time we do that, it's just free populations. Now stop spending money on things you don't need. Trying to help Gandhara to give him some relief. Encourage trade, damn you. Just to help out with the food situation. While I encourage people to migrate here because this is going to be my own vanity project of a city in future. I may even have to, hold on, let me see. I know it's not there yet, but, may never know. Our tribal neighbor, Jingdui, start investing a lot of their treasury to open up the borders between our two nations. Hopefully this will prove beneficial for us as well, though their tribesmen are somewhat more unruly than we are used to. We should keep Jingdui in mind, so prove to be good friends in future. Sure, the only good things come from this. Little free money. Thank you. Okay. Now, this is part of Governor Ba. Yeah. Gandhara. Obviously, Taxila is one of its trade centers. Madra's over there. Sakala is another, even though that belongs to Porava. I think it's predestined, even if it doesn't have cities, but... So even if it doesn't have cities, like Gargantua, for example, that's where you find centers of trade. I get it. All the more reasons why I want to build a city there in the future. Has it always been like that? These spotty little... Also for future reference, whenever we go back on the offensive. Let me see. This is Oxtrake, Ardenne. Yeah, we definitely got to fabricate the claim for all of these, because my next big war in future is to control the entire Indus Valley. So, let's start fabricating claims. Do that every time, while we would continue to focus on building our nation. Ah, just remembered. Need more of that. The fact that Rash is yet to marry attracted the attention of many great families around. It's therefore no surprise when in recent festivities held by the house of Artisan, Raj was introduced to Hashjana by young and according to some very suitable match. So that's what to say, you know, that's the same name as my first wife. She's got very high zeal, better finesse than me. But if it pleases them, because, oh, the family heads won't like it. Well, what if I say no? Well, they don't like it either. Okay, fine, that is an unpopular decision. Cannot believe I'm getting remarried to during this time of my life here. She's obsessive and generous. I'm gonna give you free hands. If he becomes super corrupt, be sure to get rid of him by putting him on trial. Because that's how we operate. And also, when you come back up here, I also want you to build a road that connects to there. And also build a road that goes from Bactria to connect to there and to all these cities that we've neglected. And by neglected, I mean lack of care. Drop them off. We'll take care of that issue soon over in Scythia Magna. still a pretender, and yet I can't change it because I fear legitimacy. Plus, lose his oath of allegiance because I left that on. Oh. How is he health-wise? Still poor health from the last time. But I fear... oh, he's plotting quietly right now. Leave him alone. Whatever he is doing, let him be. Trying to civilize these people. Right. Well, I still need some leftover political influence before I can finally, officially, make Alexandria Eschate a metropolis. Well, since it says it stacks, so let's add another. So. A little more population output, which would encourage some to move in. Don't worry too much about this little issue. When we get another building, get a court of law. And don't forget in future, get taverns. That's for slave happiness in addition to freemen, even though the freemen are very happy. Because of various reasons. Okay, you're done. Okay. Right. Now I'm gonna need you up here to connect the road to that. To the another Alexandria. And then return to Bactra. And then start building roads from there to there. Right to there. And up to there. To another Alexandria. All Alexandrias must be connected. Giant Khan rebelling against Moria. He was the family head, and I got a daughter. Second born. You know, Frosnak is a legitimate child, and this is, you know, not a Hefta. That's an interesting name. Like, could that be a short for Heftalite, even though this is way before that timeline? When the Heftalites started coming around? Which, of course, that's like late antiquity. But I fear that this may also mess with the succession a little. But fortunately, she's female, and this is agnac-cogmatic, as far as we're concerned. Some say throughout Sogdia is one constant. The deeds and character of Maha proceed from the villas of the capital to the shabbiest border town. Maha has risen to great prominence and position as public servant and aristocrat. And through his legendary private stories has the ear of everybody worth knowing at Samarkand. He could no doubt make a useful domestic ally. I really don't want to be corrupt anymore, so I gotta fake a dress. He won't like it. Deal with it. But again, I am very satisfied with the maximum manpower that's been going up because the population is booming in certain areas. Okay, that's one claim there. That's one down. No, you idiot, it's this way. And Silvera is another, with the area where the nation got its name from. And yes, I know doing that spends political influence, but I still await for an event which gives you more. Because that's what influencing stakeholders does. Because a monthly chance to get either of these events. You could stop this stupid nonsense, and you're gonna learn to deal with that. Dynastic desperation. It has reached our ears that Artaxerxes, the child and heir of King Grasus, started to develop a jealous, hateful view of his half-sister Hepta. The rebels seem to stem from Artaxerxes' worries that the children from a more recent marriage will be favored, removing his chances to inherit. Evidence has arisen that, encouraged by close friends and relatives, Artaxerxes may be even be planning to remove Hepta from the picture permanently. Could manipulate this opportunity to our advantage. Again, I love my son. I do not want to banish him to Tiberia, because why on earth would you want to do that? If he attempts to assassinate, which he's more than welcome to do that, but that's not going to look good for his character, you know? I mean, to be honest, he's low skilled because he's become capable now. Loses his position in the army, gets banished to Tiberia, and will evade capture due to his wealth and influence. But he's not a very popular man. And clearly there are generals better than him, to be real honest. And he is a product of a circumstance when I was married to the Admiral's wife from long ago. Which, of course, the first half of my reign was rather controversial. But now, it's sprung up again. But his son, though 4 years old versus infant, I mean, oh my god. You're a pretender, yes? But you don't have a lot of supporters. A lot of us do. She is more popular than you are. I just noticed that. Look. Excuse me. The damn portraits. Bakuman is more popular than you. Because he's the primary heir. Your own son is more popular than you are. Because he knows how to be charismatic. Unlike you. He won't be disloyal if you do that. And he's going to go to another country. But I'll take that small legitimacy hit. Which we could get it up in no time. And I don't want to spend political influence because I am still determined to get that Metropolis book. You forced me into this. Expose Artaxerxes and ensure his punishment. He's out of here. But actually, he's not. He's still here. He didn't lose no position of government. He's still here. We basically just tell him to, you know, just don't do what you think you're gonna do. It's all a misunderstanding. He didn't go to Dipuria because he's still running the army. Instead, I need him here to take care of this little issue up in Scythia Magna. It's the other Artaxerxes. Thank you very much. We'll be ready to spend with whatever we may need. Like, say, well, okay, it's high enough. You can switch to policies now. That's what I was trying to do. Looking. Why not centralize population as well? It's going to go down a lot, but in due time, people will want to come to Taxila. Important center of trade here. They had a civil war? Unbelievable. But keep in mind, I'm kind of isolated from what the world looks like at large. I'm just focused on here, and here only. I don't care about anyone else's issues at the moment. Cappadocia too had a civil war. It affects local unrest, reduction, not provincial loyalty. Keep that well in mind. Integrate culture happiness. I didn't know that the thing exists. Local-based trade routes, population output. Keep looking. $15, $25 local-based trails. Okay, fine. Get this one. Got a lot of money to burn anyway. Current level of unrest is due to these effects. Yeah, I get it. So build that one here. Citizens abroad. Some of our citizens left Akja Transox to settle down our vassal Casa settlement and Labaka Kashmira. As they get more used to our ways and learn from our citizens, hope that Kasa will be able to advance and become more civilized as well. This is all just a big part of the agreement they made with the settled tribe. And remember, when they get out of this tribal thing, that's when they'll become a client state, and then we'll integrate them. Get another one of these. Okay. Go to Bactra. And then this is where you will begin your road building duties again. Just find the fastest way to there, and all the way to there. Why the hell not all the way up to Amul? Maybe we'll build a road along the river. And that will lead to up there eventually. In fact, after you're done with that, then you go back. And then you head to Guganj. You got that? All in that order. I've learned to stop using harsh treatment and just deal with the provincialism nonsense. But there are other decisions that you can make certain minorities a little more happier and all that. Let me look. Oh, they're about to break out. Okay. I know we didn't drill them, but you can get them easily. You were the former ruler of Gandhara, and you have what it takes. You have an issue with me. Actually, he's plotting quietly, so, whatever he's doing. Actually, he's in mourning, he's got gout, and he's about to die, never mind, don't do anything. Begin your march now. Parthia is at it again. Don't fabricate another claim just yet. We aren't really gonna go for it this time. Disloyalty of consort. His grandson. Army's exiled, son of a beeswax. Oh, we're gonna get him surrounded. They made a big mistake. Especially their armies move faster these days. It's desert storm. Well, prove your work. Go take their capital and stop this nonsense. Again, I think it would be best if we don't let Artaxerxes be take back the primary heir, because he's too low skilled and is unpopular, unlikable, and all that. So our trade agreement with Hyperia has yielded a splendid return on investment. Along with the flow of wealth between our two states, the movement of people is accelerating. Our city in Asnan has been blessed with a wave of fresh migrants who believe they stand a better chance of building their lives in Sogdia. Are we to deny them? Strike the F. Well, you are the original thinker. You know how to take down the, the Fort Caesar rather easily. That's one thing useful about you. Yeah, there he goes. Alexandria Eschate. Why the hell not? Master of the God, Marshal. What's your statesmanship? Near death. That's neither of these two, because they're going to be gone anyway. It'll be you. Instead, it's going to have to go to somebody else. Also, drop dead, you goof. Oh, here we go. Now I got the gout too, but I've been ailing, which is like middle health. So I ain't got long. Tefta's too young to rule, so I'm sorry, the grandson is the only logical choice. I expect chaos, and I fear we may have to take Artaxerxes off command, knowing that, knowing he's going to have issues with this. Oh, he's not even anywhere near the successor. These are all children. This is the young generation's time. In fact, look at, no, I don't. Whoa, really? But not too popular with this, because charisma isn't good. Eek. I see him as being a general in the future. But however, he wants to become rich. I could tell him otherwise, but that's finesse and corruption, and you don't want to have corruption. What if we switch him to something more martial oriented, and maybe one day he could be one of the generals? That could be a possibility. Let me see. Yeah, give him that. Bahuman is only 6. That means he's going to begin his rule when he turns 7. But he's got charisma. More charisma than anybody else. But the next ruler's legitimacy is 65. Because the lack of religious unity around here is a big issue, because there are now more Hellenics than there are ritualistics. What do you like? Not too prominent. But you're slightly better than him skill-wise. But he needs to be kept in command temporarily because original thinker. But I don't know if I want to make that last-minute change of naming Nanai to be the heir, but legitimacy will go down and things will go to hell from here. But that's the real problem. Is that first child of second son of ruler, first child of first son of ruler. That's the whole reason. But I prefer going after people with a good degree of charisma. Charisma is pretty important. The more popular you are, then plus you got one who's humble, which it does good for charisma, and this one, who's, you know, slightly older than the others. And I told him to become a great warrior, which, you know, which means ideally he would be a pretty good general. Possibly better, all things considered. Here. So, we're not exactly in a succession crisis. This is more of, God dang it, what have we got ourselves into? And it costs you political influence, which I was going to save that up, so I think you may want to put that, once again, put the Metropolis idea on hold. Though we are very close to it. Anyways, same for Samarkand. But I would really love to work on, you know, a few other places, such as here. There. Pushapura. Build that here. While we're trying to get more folks over here. And those aforementioned neglected cities you've talked about? Put it here. Alexandria. Same here. We're trying to keep together. It's the only way to ensure cooperation for all. And most definitely here. I'd love to have more libraries. Every Alexandria's got to have a library. This is Alexandria Oxo. Build a core wall here. I would hate for Bactria to go into revolt. So, again, I'm kind of indecisive here. It's like popularity is good when your ruler's got a lot of charisma, while you got this other one who has slightly less charismatic, but naming him as primary would be excellent, even though it comes from him, who is near death, unfortunately, and plus we'll reach adulthood sooner rather than later. Actually, I just looked at the other skills since I was so focused on Chris. He's got good finesse, slightly better zeal. Well, this is going to be a controversial move, and I'll make this official. We will name Nanadat to be the heir apparent. This action may cause offense among the other characters in line of succession. The Sogdian coronation ceremony is meant to be one of the grandest, most memorable events of a lifetime. But not all coronations are equal. While everyone's going through the motions expected, there are whispers on the onlookers. The fact that Prash remains at the reins of the country, with Nanaidat sharing the title, is causing ridicule in the streets, but inspiring less savory emotions in the royal palace. They will accept it in time. Sorry, Bahoman. You're too young. But not too late. Maybe one day you will be king, if things don't go too well. But being narrow-minded is a bit flawed because of that technology speed. Because that means it won't go up as much. But anyways, let's finish this video by taking over. Again, I don't think we should worry too much about Artaxerxes at the moment. He is far away from any form of line of succession. That wise advice. I want people to please, for the time being, remain loyal to us. At least for the time. You get this. Again, it's pretty too late at this point. Just gather as much political influence as you can. Take Artaxerxes off command when it's finished. Because I don't want him to take half of our army away. First, you take over. Now he's off to Typuria, as promised. Just set out to finish your duty, and now he's left to Typuria. Finally. He's out of our hair. So he will never come back to screw up with the succession crisis. As long as we keep the stability high during the succession, it would be good for us. Get it all back. You got it. Now, go back to your mob. Head to Amo. That's when you'll meet up with him again. No need to transport the ships across. Because they're working on road building at the moment. Sorry, Artaxerxes out of a job, but I'm glad he's out of it. I mean, to be real honest, he would have been a terrible king. But we had to choose him because our hand was forced. I mean, yes, there's an option to retire, but that's a big stability drop. And it costs Cleveland to do that. 13, he's gonna be 14. Oh my goodness! Look! He's got way better martial now, but unfortunately, lack of charisma is gonna hurt him in a long run, but... No. Just no. Okay. I want to look at that. You've got too much. Oh hey, more fruits. For the loyalty of characters. No, there's room. You can take part of it. Just be a hanger-on. So yeah, we've invested a lot on road building. We've don't know if this was the best option for a succession, but we were forced to. It's about to turn 14 in 2 months, and then so he's gonna be very, very good with a marshal, but I don't think he's allowed to lead armies unless there's a levy present. But The thing he needs to improve upon is his charisma. So he should follow the same footsteps as me with what I'm going through currently. He should go for more of the oratory focus. Yes, I could see him doing all of this. Because that's what he must do. And especially this way. Since he's going to be the new ruler. Oh look, you got your first import route. Just looking real quick. This will do. I believe all of them are children. And don't forget that his martial skill could go up even more when he picks up a military trait. But nevertheless, maximum manpower from the ruler's marshal. That's another thing. Our maximum manpower is going to go up under the reign of Nayada. Aneda. Where are we at this point of the research? But remember, this is what I want. This, and this. That's my intention. Go. Got a lot of money to spare, and I was going to build a metropolis, which that time is coming very, very soon, and I didn't even have to move populations to make it happen, because now I'm just awaiting for my passing, and then we will see the reign of young Menaidat, though not popular, and the next ruler's legitimacy is really good. So I think one of his first acts is that he should hold games when he takes over, so he can make himself popular. That's the first thing he should do. But our stability is high enough where we shouldn't take too much of a drop. You got it. So it's been 2 hours now, and so with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time. In fact, thank you for that autosave. That's very good timing. I just didn't look at the date, so... Okay. In the next episode, King Grash, quite possibly a polarizing king. He's a great expansionist, and he will die of the gout later on. Work with me, mouse. I'm trying to zoom out here. Oh. And then soon the next king will be Nanidat, who don't have any other traits just yet, but he's expected to become a great warrior. He's going to pick up a military trait, and he's going to be even greater as marshal. So manpower will go up So probably we will return to form on the expansion down towards the Indus. And anybody that stands against us, including you over there, which I want a piece of that, as this is all part of Gandhara. And maybe eventually Purava. Because I'd love to control the whole of Gandhara. So tune in next time, ladies and gentlemen. Until then, so long for now.